Yes. Hello. Comedian George Mason, everybody. Just come on, real. I said, you know what? Let me come on and air some stuff out. I'll let's talk about some things. George Mason show, huh? It's been a minute, right? Just a beat. Here you go. Yeah, and good evening. Good day to you wherever you're at. I hope you're having a good day, a good, safe day, and everything is well on your end, on your side of the street. And yeah, it's just a hell of a thing, man. I'm here. I'm a New Yorker. I'm based out of New York City. My family's from all over the South, South Carolina, North Carolina. My grandmother was Bayesian from Barbados, and I say that to say that we're spread out all over, huh? So that's what it is. That's what it's about. But you know what? I was frustrated watching it's the playoffs, basketball, NBA, huh? And Philly is playing New York, and it was an incredible game last night. And a young man, Maxi from Philly, he did his thing, man. We thought New Yorkers, New York City, the New York Knicks, uh, we were gonna you know wrap the series up. We were up 3-1. We were up 3-1 last night, and we had it. The time was running out. We were up by 5, and dude was on. Brother was. I said, dude, uh, $35 million dude. Uh, Professional basketball player. They paid him. They paying him $35 million. All he had to do was make a free throw to really ice the game, to go up by, I think it would have been 6 with a few seconds uh, left. I forget, 17 seconds. I forget how much time, but it was basically no time on the clock. Ice said he had 2 free throws, make both of them, and the game is ours in the bag. And it wasn't to be. And Maxi, Alexa, what's the young man's name for the Philadelphia 76ers? Maxi?
From hoopshabit.com. Thaddeus Young has proved his worth on the Philadelphia 76ers.
Alexa, what's Maxi's full name? Point guard for the 76ers?
Maxi's birth name is Irene McCoubry.
Oh, boy. Alexa, what's Maxi's name? 76ers, Philadelphia 76ers, NBA.
From whosports.com. On Tuesday, Philadelphia 76ers guard Tyrese Maxey was named the 2024 Most Improved Player of the Year.
Tyrese Maxey, that's his name, yes. And I think they call him Mad Max. Mad Maxey, and he did his thing last night. And yeah, he broke the Knicks back, man. A 4-point play that pretty much iced the game for them. Went into overtime in the 76ers. That was it. They took the New Yorkers' heart at that point. They say broke their back, took their soul, or whatever, however you want to phrase it and shape it and frame it up. But Philly did their thing. God bless them, and more props to them, and congratulations. They earned it. They were more hungrier. They were more bent on, winning the game, more focused, if you will. But the Knicks played a hell of a game. It was scrappy. And you can't lay everything at that Hart's feet. Yeah, he should have made the shot. He's a professional, but it happens. They miss shots from time to time. Not going to make everything, and they're human. So the brother played a hell of a game, and you can't lay the blame in his lap. You can't do it, but a lot of people will. But yeah, and the Knicks are having a great season, a great series, and they had a good season this year. They were, as I said, they were scrapping. They're doing it without Julius Randle, one of their key top player, superstar, if you will. He's hurt, he's out, and Knicks are holding together. Good chemistry, good the coach Tipithol, and he's doing his thing with the adjustments and Obi-Wan Nobi. I thought the brother was from Star Trek. Obi-Wan, but nah, this kid, he's from. I won the championship in Toronto with Tyrese, with not Tyrese, with Laurie, Kyle Laurie, and uh, Kawhi Leonard, and they had a great team. And he's quiet. He's a laid back brother. He's not one of those rah rah hooping it up and that kind of individual. He just takes care of business. He does his thing, and a good solid ball player, man, and gets it done. And so, congratulations both to the Philadelphia 76ers and the New York Knicks. They always talk about like who's the GOAT, right? They always kind of bring that conversation up in basketball, any sports, tennis and baseball. Who's the greatest and the GOAT? You know what? They with LeBron James try to say Michael Jordan, who's the GOAT? You know what? They both are GOATs. They both are great. These cats are both billionaires. I think they both have accomplished a lot. I think they both are the greatest of all time in my book, huh? So that's that argument there. It's each generation. It's hard to say. It's subjective. You like this guy, you like that guy, whatever, whoever. As long as that they're producing, people are paying to go see them. They're the goats. They're doing it. They're winning. They're successful, and that's how that shit goes down. Never mind who is the best or whatever. Um, uh, get us all into that argument. You go in the barber shop, and there's always a big thing, that people want to fight physically. You go into the gymnasium or actually in the locker room. You hear a lot of locker room talk, man. I mean, they get almost physical about, these guys that are successful, that are, making buku money. And, listen, in my book, they're winning. They're already winning, and that's how that goes. And at the end of the day, just let's enjoy them. Let's take a deep breath, huh? Exhale, inhale, exhale, relax, and enjoy it. Enjoy them for who they are and what they're bringing to their sport and to the table for our enjoyment. That's how I say. That's how I say. That's just my opinion. Nothing heavy. That's just the way I say. They both are the goats, and Bronny James might go into the NBA, right? I think he's eligible for the draft. Maybe he wants to play with his father, if LeBron stays in LA. But that'd be great to see father and son on the court. They say Bronny's not that good. The jury's still out on that. I don't know. I haven't really seen him play. I can't say or whatever, but he's in the news. The kid is worth about $15 million on his own, huh? So I don't think he's gonna have a tough time transitioning to the NBA. However, if he's good, he's not good. Yes, his father's LeBron James, one of the best that's ever done it. Okay, so he's coming from good pedigree. Okay, right? Nepotism, yes, it's going to help him along. I mean, it's nothing new. Nepotism. Everybody, if you come from money or from a family that's got clout, you're going to be blessed up, and that's the way it should be. At the end of the day, So yeah, that you should be looked out for. I have no problem with that. It's like you hit lotto. He hit lotto. You know, Bronny hit lotto. LeBron James kids hit lotto. Thank, thank God, right? Say that's your blessing. You're blessed with that, and it's all good. Yeah. So and you know what I wanted to actually take my hat off and give mad props to females, to women. Yes, yes. God bless you. Thank you for being who you are. Some of y'all might be a little, whatever. I'm crazy. No, I didn't say crazy. I didn't say that. But I mean, some people have said that, females can be emotional. They're emotional creatures. We know, but listen, look at what they got to deal with. Once they hemorrhage for well, you know what I'm talking about, the menstruation. Some people say they hemorrhage and they're bleeding for once out of 1 week out of the once a month. Yeah, right. And get their periods. It's not, that can't be easy. Men, we get a little paper clip and we're freaking out, huh? So my hats off to women, man, for holding it down on that front. We just take that for granted a lot of times. Like, yo, the stuff, and females, they want to be bothered. They're a little moody a week before. They're of course don't want to be touched the week up. I don't want to touch them the week up when they're hemorrhage and going through that phase or whatever. The life changes, the menstruation, and it's one of those things. And these uh, pregnant 9 months, they're carrying around another human being, huh? So I can understand how women can be psychotic. I mean, excuse me, how women can be emotional. That word psychotic slipped out, but I mean, we've all dealt. Men can be we're some we're moody individuals at some points. Sometimes I think some men might be on the period, on the rag, as they say. That's a hell of a terminology, huh? Say that, but I guess that's what they use the term, whatever. But yeah, and I don't get uh women that shave their eyebrows, huh? What's that about? Where's my boo? But you know what? I guess it's a preference. They shave their eyebrows and then they draw it back on. They shave them off and then draw them back on. I, I, and sometimes it's like they're not accurate with, they need, what are they, like a ruler, or what's that thing make the circles with? uh and put it up there to get that shit right. Some of this shit looks like, yo, I'm like, what the fuck is she just do? She comes out the bitch, look like she was just saying that, using that word. The female looked like she is lost. Her eyebrows, one eyebrow she drew is going one way, the other one is going the other way. Leave the eyebrows alone. There's no need to draw, what I'm saying, what you just had it together. Sometimes they got a little bit of, like, they tried to adjust it, but leave the eyebrows alone. So yeah, so women got it. It's not easy for our females, and God bless them. I love women. My mother, my grandmother, my aunts, my sister, all females. Should be given props and stuff. Mother's Day is once a year, but it's a little bit more than that. It's every day, like Black History Month. They give us 1 month, but Black History is every day. I'm living it every day. I would say talk more about the great engineers, great African American astronomers and educators and stuff like that. I say that a lot because I really believe that, and that it would help the self-esteem of our African American children of color more so. I'm not going to get into the news, the protests, and all that's going, throughout the country about the pro-Palestinian protests, and I'm not going to get into that at all. But that's what's jumping off now. That's all in the news, all up in there. Wanted, as I say, talk about the females and stuff, and some of the stuff that's disturbing to me that I see. Um, Back in the day, I used to go to 42nd Street. That's when 42nd Street, like I tell her, I'm from New York, and 42nd Street used to have a lot of uh, degradation, if you want to call it that, perversion. And they had the sex shops, and you go in there, and they really never even checked your age, because I was like 15, 16, 17 going into those shops. The only qualification, a lot of times, they might ask you how old you are, but they never really wanted you to show ID. You got money, you could get in there. And these girls, you go downstairs in the basement, and they had the peep shows. And the peep shows, um, and you see a girl, and that's all it took. It was like to, have money, coins, whatever. It might be a quarter, right? You go in there and you wouldn't put the quarter in, and the slide, the booth would come up, right? And then there she is. She's nude, or dancing and stuff, and you got to keep putting quarters in to keep the thing to come up and the whole thing. And sometimes you could touch them. It depends. It was just a seedy type thing, Then they had the like the booths, the private booths you would go in to watch the movies. And again, that was like a quarter. And you just keep putting quarters in, and it was nasty in there. I ain't gonna lie, man, it was disgusting. And then they got a guy that's going around mopping, this is the semen, the cum. And dudes are busting off, they're jerking off, and you going in there and you just, you had to look, it's dark in there, it's a little booth. You would go in there and to put your money in, your little quarter, and watching for a couple of minutes, and that was something which is different as far as like watching sex. You're watching live that people are fucking, that they're like, whoa, the guy's getting his dick sucked, his girl's getting ate out, and then the whole, it's just like, whoa, like, wow, look at this. That kind of thing. But now we call it the peep shows, right? That's what they had. They had different, and the poor guy, after you leave, he go in there with the mop. But I never seen him change the water. Never, he's just going from one booth to the next one. Somebody leave, he go in there with a rag, gotta, mop down the water. You gotta have to be careful where you sit. If you sit down in those joints, you're standing up, your feet are sticking to the floor. It was nasty, but it was something, like, to do, if you want to call it that. It's like, all right, yo, where you going, man? I'm going to 40 Dubai. I'm going to 42nd. Oh, where are you going? I want to, I'm coming with you, G. That kind of thing. So we go to 42nd Street, and then we hang out a whole day, and we might go into one of the nasty ass movie theaters, like $2.50 or something, whatever it was. But yeah, they cleaned 42nd Street up real well now. But the correlation and the point I'm making and trying to make is that you don't have to go anywhere now. You got it right here on your laptop, your PC, or your phone. You can, go to the peep show. They got these live web situations where you can go, and then these girls, women from all over the country, different countries, are in their rooms, and they're basically doing the same thing. You buy tokens, or you can purchase tokens, via credit card or whatever. It's just like you did on 42nd Street. You buy tokens to go for these peep shows, and buy coins or whatever. It's the same premise, whatever. And you get these tokens, and these girls, that's how you tip them. You tip the girls on 42nd Street, you tip these females now, and that's how they make a living. Right? From all over Colombia, Kenya, wherever, China, Japan, Britain, Germany, Italy, you get it, right? So, and it's just, you can build a relationship if you choose, the kind of money, if you want to plunk down some real dough or whatever, to let the female know that you're interested, that kind of thing. So it's a hell of a, like, where we have transitioned into this day and age in 2024, from back in the early, like, mid 70s, early 80s, if you will. Well, I was out there in the 70s, early mid 70s, late 70s, that type of thing. Going through that before they actually cleaned up 42nd Street. Yeah, but now it's more like personal, more private. It's the same, but different. You don't have to go on the street. It's like with Instagram. You see these females on there with just shaking, showing what they got. The TikTok, they got their challenges and everything. It's just they just took the game. They moved the game from the street to behind the screen, the computer screen, the TV screen, the phone. It's a hell of a thing where we've come. Have we really progressed as a society or whatever? Um, Technologically, yes. There's been a lot of technological advances, of course. That goes without saying, but a lot of this generation, these young kids, they don't know because they're young. How would they know? I mean, because you have access to go on YouTube and to tune in to punch in whatever you desire that you know your mind, your curiosity is taking you to, that kind of thing. You can get that knowledge there, but a lot of times we're caught up elsewhere, and that's how that goes down. And because I'm fascinated by those what they show, what anyone can basically tune in and see in those websites, on those live web shows or whatever. You see these females, man, they have the ability to squirt. The squirting, I never really was with a squirt. At least I didn't know that I was. I had no real, because one time I was with a girl back in the day, and I was young, and I thought she peed on me. I thought it was, I felt, I was up and I, getting busy, and I'm like, damn, I thought she came. I thought she nutted all along. I'm like, oh, shit felt good. It was warm. I'm like, damn, she nutting off. Like, wow. And then and it got real wet. I'm like, oh shit, it's not cum, you know. She's peeing, she's pissing. I jumped up and the piss just flew out, right? It flew, and I'm like, oh shit. I thought it was pee, but now I'm watching these girls on this web thing, and I see how some of them squirt, and the squirt it's crazy. It's like some of them really are loaded with squirt with fluid, and it looks like piss. It looked like what that young girl did with me back in the day. And yeah, I screamed at her. I'm like, yo, the fuck? She's like, I'm sorry, G. I'm like, yo, shut I went off because I didn't understand. Maybe she was squirting. Maybe she was squirting. The piss, it was for a minute. She pissed for a little minute or squirted. I like to think now that it was squirt. Uh, oh, what up, mommy? What up, Lydia? But there's something I don't want to hear. She says, my sister Lydia. She says, I love you, big bro, but this is something I don't want to hear. Well, don't hear it. But I'm just keeping it real, keeping it a buck, as they say. I'm keeping it gullet. This is shit that happened to me, and I'm telling about how, like the 42nd Street and these websites and this whole thing is just like it's off the fucking hook. It just crazy. It's crazy, But yeah, so yeah, she squirt. I guess she squirted or pissed. I'm not sure which way, because as I says, eh, you know, uh, I see how some of these females can squirt now. I didn't know women can all women squirt. That's the other question. Can because I I see a lot of these women. It depends. Some of the dildos are ridiculous, 11 inches, 12, at least a foot long, and they got these machines. And this is all brand new to me. They got these fuck machines where they're laying, they're in the doggy position, and the machine is doing work. Some of them getting a missionary, and then the squirt, the pee is just flying out. And I have flashbacks about that girl with it flew out. The piss. I say piss, the squirt. So now I'm thinking she squirted. So that young girl had the ability to squirt, and I just didn't realize. I was confused. I was like, yo, I screamed on her, like, what the fuck is you doing, nasty bitch, and such and so on, and peeing all. This is fucking Martha Stewart, brand new sheets and shit. Fucked it all up. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I don't know. So I think maybe that was squirt. I don't think, a female could piss as long as she did that day. Uh, give it up for her for peeing like that. Even if she squirted, that was fascinating to me. It was very. I just didn't have a clue what the hell was going on, but I have more of an idea now after seeing all of this crazy shit I stumbled upon, and it's material for me. Uh, my sister's not feeling it. He says, I really don't want to hear it. I get it. I understand, but it is what it is, as they say. But yeah, but it brought back crazy memories, man. I see some of these stuff, and it's one, and the Colombian females are beautiful, and man, but yeah, can all women squirt? I want to pose that question uh, on Saturday's show. I got some notes here. Peep shows. I did that. 9 months they carry around another human. No wonder they're psychotic. The females talking stuff there. Is it possible? Oh yeah, is it possible to make love mentally? Right? Is it possible to make love mentally? Right? As opposed to physically? Right? Because my game is mental. I could see a female, and I could literally undress her and then fantasize and feel, in my head, like what it's like to get up in her and make love, to her. Now, my question is, if I have that ability, right? Now I got a girl. Now, if I see a female in the street and I mentally make love to her, is that cheating? Huh? Is that cheating? If I fuck this girl mentally in my head, what I think the sex would be like or whatever, what her and I would do. Is that cheating? Did I just cheat on my female if I fucked another girl mentally? I don't know. Uh, I didn't ask my therapist that. That's maybe something for my session and next session to try to find some crazy shit out like that. Because that is for the therapy room, or that might be a valid question. Or is sexting cheating? I got a girl, right? But I'm talking to another female and we're sexting. Huh? We're going with scenarios, this, that, and the third, whatever. Is that cheating? Or is actually like talking to her, another female, telling her about this and that, whatever. Is that cheating? And I have my regular my girl. Is that a side piece? Is the mental game or is the sex thing? Is that side piece? Is that cheating? Is that legitimately cheating with a female, or is a female if she's talking to another male, and sexing or thinking about what it would be like getting with him. Damn, he looked good or whatever, such and so on or whatever. And she cheating on her man, right? And she, fucked another dude mentally. Did she just cheat on her man? She go home and such, but she still got that other dude on her mind. And she don't even really know him, but she's had an episode with him, unbeknownst to him. But would that be considered cheating? You know what I'm saying? So I think along those lines, however weird or unorthodox it might be, unconventional, but I don't think I'm the only one out there who thinks along those lines. The that kind of thing. So sometimes mental like orgasm or mental sex, you can have a mental orgasm. If you are in tune with that type of vibration, you can. And sometimes it's just, I don't know if it's as good as the physical part of it, but it can get you to a certain point, a certain level, if you will. It's like that. But yeah, but because like I said, watching these shows now, man, and it's just incredible how can all women squirt? Do they have the ability to squirt? It's maybe the men. We don't have the whereabouts or to try to make a woman squirt. It was never my intention to try to make any female squirt, especially I love oral sex. I'm into the oral aspect of sex. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I uh I don't want to be down there, like eating the coochie, and then, some of this fluids I see said come out of some, that shit would traumatize me. That might like just back me up, ask female, like, I guess before we start indulging, are you a squirter? I would have to, have her sign that was that a non-disclosure or something, a contract, like that do put out a drawer like, do you different questions? Do you squirt? Are you a squirter? Have you if you squirt, is it massive amounts of fluid coming up out of there? Because I listen, we're gonna take a shower, we're gonna get busy. We're gonna 69, but I want to know, like, yo, if I'm really getting, busy or whatever, am I gonna be doused? Huh? With, like mad fucking fluid. What's going on, what's coming down the pipe, literally. Huh? Because there's only one squirter in this household, me. I do all the squirting. I just want to let you know that now. I want to let her know up front, I am the squirter. But yeah, I've seen some traumatizing stuff. Some of these females, and they're beautiful. I don't think I could like mess with some of these girls because I've seen all, like the squirt. But, do I have the ability to make a squirt? Can I get her that, rouse? And then, like I say, some of these dildos, 11 and 12 inches, and these girls are up on these machines for hours, the fuck machines. I mean, hours, literally hours. How would I know? Uh, research. I research. I do a lot of research. And it's crazy, man. But you know what? Yeah, it's just a hell of a thing. But I had to, I had to get that off my chest, man, because that shit was fucking with me, man. Can all women squirt? Yeah, that's a question. I don't know if I'll ever get an answer to that or something along those lines. If women have the ability to squirt, but women are fascinating, as I said. Stuff that they do, man, stuff that they can do in regards to stuff they go through. The period, the menstruation, hemorrhaging once a month. I said, not being disrespectful, but they bleed, that and the pain. The week before they bloated and the whole thing. So then the week of they go through. Some women might menstruate for 3 4 days, 5 days, six. Some heavy, some have a heavy flow or whatever. Some not too bad. Then the pain that then after. So there's only a couple of days in the month that you can really, as a man, to try to, you know, women don't really want to be bothered and stuff like that, and I get it. But I want to promote uh, this show. This is called Saturday Night Social. That's with my partner. That's the Money Mall G Money Show. We do it every Saturday night at 8 o'clock on Facebook, as you see the streaming service, Facebook, YouTube, uh, Twitch. I think he's got Twitter up there as well. So let's see. Yeah, so Saturday Night G Money is back. There he is. He just checked in. Shout him out. That's, that's Money Ma right there. Uh, my partner. Uh, Money, the marvelous one, we call him. And he made pointed out to say Saturday Night Money Marv G Money Show is back. That's the Saturday Night Social, we call it. And that's 8 p.m. Okay. Uh, from 8 to 9:30. That's how we have it mapped out like that, but we have gone over that time. So yeah, so Saturday night, tune in for that, and you won't be disappointed that you did. We cover the whole spectrum of you know current events, topical events, and then just kicking, as they say in the street, the woolly bobo, kicking the ballistics, G. So yeah, you got Marv, the marvelous one. He keeps it 100. He keeps it a buck, as they say in the streets. And gives you his view, his perspective on things. And you know how I get down. I'm the same way I lay it out, man. But we're both different personalities and such. We're the same in some aspects, but we're different. So but it's good balance, good chemistry, and the shows have been interesting. We've been having fun. And Marv is back. He was down in Alabama. He had a tragedy. He just lost his grandmother. And as I, send my condolences to you, Marv. I hope you're feeling better, brother, and that you're in a good frame, and that the services was good down there for Big Mama, and you laid her to rest, and with the Most High God, and she's sleeping in paradise. She's resting in peace. And I'm looking forward to seeing you Saturday night. As I said, we got the Saturday night social on the burner coming up. That'll be May 4th, right, this Saturday. So tune in for that. And I want to thank you, for hanging in there with me. I just wanted to get those things off. And I'm going to bring some of that stuff up, about can all women squirt? Do they have that ability? That's a thing that's on my head. Is it weighing on me heavy? Not heavy, but it's just something, food for thought, if you will. But yeah, I'm George Mason, aka G Money, Yes. And I just want to, let you know, if you have a loved one, tell them you love them. Don't hesitate with that, because life is short. And stay positive. Stay on the upbeat. Yes. Can't be in the wrong if you're doing the right thing. Okay? And persistence overcomes resistance. Let's go next. Keep God first and foremost in your life. The Most High Jehovah God. God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Kim Roper on the check-in. God bless you, Kim. Peace, sister. No doubt. Good to see you, Kim, as always. I'm George Mason. God bless you, and have a great night. Peace.